The man who vanished and came back unstoppable, a silent rebuild story. He didn't scream. He didn't post. He didn't text anyone he wasn't okay. He just disappeared. No warning, no explanation, no final quote to say he was going through something. While the world laughed, mocked, and whispered, he vanished. To them, he was a failure. To them, he was a joke. To them, he was just another guy who didn't make it. He had no money, no network, no fancy title, just pain and silence. But in that silence, something happened. At first, it was unbearable. The nights were long. The bed was cold. The inbox quiet. No one called, no one cared, and the worst part, they weren't even pretending to. He had been the guy with potential, the guy who made people laugh, the guy who helped everyone else, but forgot about himself. But now, they didn't even look back. He cried, not publicly, not for attention. He cried where no one could see, fighting tears that burned deeper than words. Then one morning, with no fanfare, he stood up. No one was watching, no music played, no motivational speech. Just a man alone, facing himself. He looked in the mirror and whispered, "This is my fault, all of it, and I will fix it, alone." That was the day the old version of him died. He didn't post updates. He didn't ask for support. He became a ghost. But not the kind that disappears forever. The kind that haunts the gym at 5 a.m. The kind that studies while everyone else scrolls. The kind that rebuilds while others gossip. Every push-up, a reply to those who doubted him. Every rep, quiet revenge against his own past. While others chased pleasure, he chased purpose. He read, he wrote, he learned about money, about mindset, about solitude. He stopped drinking, stopped explaining, stopped apologizing for dreaming big. He chose silence over noise, books over parties, discipline over distraction, and no one noticed. Weeks turned to months. People forgot him. Some assumed he gave up. Some laughed behind his back. Some said, "See, told you he was all talk." But he wasn't gone. He was evolving. Behind closed doors, he was building something sacred, a version of himself they could never break again. And then one day, he came back. No announcement, no dramatic post. He just walked into the room, and they froze. He didn't have to speak. His presence did all the talking. He didn't try to prove anything. He had already proven it to the mirror. His posture was different. His eyes calm. His silence loud. People asked, "How did you do it?" He smiled, not out of arrogance, but because he realized they weren't there for the pain, so they don't deserve the explanation. They didn't see the nights he couldn't sleep, the mornings he wanted to quit, the meals he skipped to save money, the rejection letters, the doubts, the fear. They weren't there when he fought every demon alone. So no, he doesn't owe anyone a comeback story. He doesn't owe anyone the recipe. Because real growth, it doesn't happen on camera, it doesn't get likes, it doesn't trend. It happens in silence, in struggle, in solitude. He became a force, not loud, but unstoppable. And now, he's not angry. He doesn't want revenge, he just wants peace. Because when you truly rise, you don't come back to prove a point. You come back to live your purpose. The laughter fades, the gossip dies, and what remains is silent respect. The kind you don't demand, the kind you become. To everyone watching this, there will come a time when you are alone, when the lights go out, when the phone is silent, when no one claps. That's the moment that will define you. Not the applause, not the wins, but what you do. When it's just you and the mirror. So disappear if you must, break if you must, but when you rebuild, do it quietly, do it relentlessly. Do it with the kind of obsession that leaves the world no choice but to notice. Because the most dangerous person is the one who healed in silence, who didn't just survive, but came back, unrecognizable.